Before we move into advertising, I wanted to show you some of the items that people had turned in for their book covers, because otherwise you guys don't get a chance to take a look at what was done. And we've got the Oculus, the Robot's Riddle, Lily's Tale of Adventure and Friendship, The Ultimate Race, Fergus and the Stapler Tree, The Great TV Showdown, and What Brings a Smile. I just wanted you guys to know that everybody did a really good job on these. I was very pleased with the results. Just wanted to have, again, a chance for you to see most of what was turned in. We are continuing on today with advertising. Advertising is what I got started in. And so we've covered a lot related to advertising already, but we're going to delve into it a little bit deeper. I've just got some scanned ads in here, then we're going to end up going back to these and looking at them and discussing what is making these ads work. What of the elements and principles are we working with, and why are we doing what we're doing to get these to be the interesting ads? The objectives for this section is to grasp the purpose of advertising, make you aware of who creates advertising, grasp the role of storytelling and story building in advertising, learn how to actually design ads, examine what constitutes an advertising campaign, and practice responsible advertising and become proactive. Not too long ago, the heart of the advertising ecosystem was TV commercials. If you think about how much time you or your family members spend on screen, you understand that advertising had to migrate to a more digital model. The advertising ecosystem contains everything in its environment, all the channels and all the platforms: broadcast, digital, mobile, social, print, direct mail, branded experiences, and more. The migration to digital media changed how we need to prepare and what we need to know, and the required thinking and design skills for becoming or working as an advertising art director. To grab somebody's attention and draw them in, advertising has to compete with all the entertainment and all the information that's out there. To reach its target audience, advertising has to be distributed to those people who spend their time and where they are willing to engage with brand experiences. If advertising isn't relevant or engaging, it's not going to be worth the time of the people. Although the advertising ecosystem has changed, advertising still serves the same purpose. In a free market system, advertising promotes one brand or entity over another, raises awareness about social issues, individuals, organizations, and calls people to action on behalf of charitable or nonprofit organizations. Most competing brands are of equal quality. Remember that from last week? We have brand equity. They have equivalent defining features. So remember that about parity. Remember that there is an equivalency across brands. They're on a par. Most toothpaste brands in the same price category will use similar ingredients and provide equivalent results. Among parity products and services, effective advertising can persuade you that one brand is better or more appealing than its competition. An ad campaign for a toothpaste brand maybe will convince you that using it would leave your teeth cleaner or brighter or healthier, or your mouth is going to be fresher or something like that. For any advertising to affect you, to call you to action, it has to be relevant to you. It has to be presented on media channels that will reach you. In industrialized countries, advertising is part of daily life. It's inseparable from popular culture. In many countries, advertising is the one common experience that's shared by everybody. Advertising is the pop culture vehicle in which we all come into contact and know, from branded entertainment online to mobile ads to television commercials. An advertisement or ad is a specific message constructed to inform, persuade, promote, provoke, or motivate people on behalf of a brand, an entity, or a cause. And it is advertisement shortened down to ad, A-D, not A-D-D. This is my pet peeve. It is not mathematics. It is A-D, short for advertisement. Okay, my pet peeve. I'll get upset about it. Effective advertising is all about participation with and starting conversations with people across media channels. This is not just limited to what you see on TV or what you see on pop-up ads. It has to go across all different kinds of sources. Ideas and actions that benefit people. We are not just trying to sell more product, we're trying to make sure that what we sell is useful. Content people care to share. We want to engage people. We want to make them care, and we want to make what we've got out there interesting. Building brand communities and sirens. Sirens are not, alarms and, things that go off in the middle of the night. We are talking sirens that are lures, like the sirens would lure the sailors into the rocks and kill them. But we don't want to kill people. We want to lure them in and have them become interested in the brand community. Sourcing data to inform and create useful brand apps, useful brand experiences, useful brand platforms. There's also social campaigning that maps back to what a brand or a cause promises for you. Through offering entertainment, information, news, education, utilities, apps, games, or leveraging YouTube stars and influencers, advertising's main goal is to call people to action or to raise awareness about the brand, the entity, or the cause. Getting people to notice and pay attention are the first two steps to call them to action, to make that purchase, or some other action like making a donation or being a volunteer or joining a group, doing advocating. These are just some examples. Digital spaces have changed how we get people's attention and how we engage them. There are 3 steps for advertising, and these still hold true. We want to 1. Create visual interest in order to attract people. 2. Communicate a very clear and relevant message. And 3. Motivate people to do whatever action that we want them to do, whether it is to buy something, call something for information, get some other information for something else, go to a website, share something, make a donation, or simply just to make people aware. A great example at this time of year, what we're getting right now, is the push for health care, so that people can go in and purchase the health care that they need for next year. Particularly right now, it's open season for Medicare, and there's a lot of different Medicare ads that are out there right now trying to get people to sign up. And there's a wide variety of tactics that are being used to target people to make phone calls to get them to make an action. You should be watching some of these just to see the techniques that are being used. We also are on the verge of Christmas shopping season, and so you're starting to see advertising for that. Watch and learn. Commercial advertising promotes brands and individuals like political candidates and entities like corporations or manufacturers or the people that grow crops. Commercial advertising messages can take the form of single advertisements, or they can be parts of a campaign, and they can go over any kind of media. Within this category, the 3 biggest subcategories are consumer ads, which are directed directly towards the general public. We also have business-to-business ads, which are aimed from one company to another, and trade ads, which are directed at specific professional or business groups. You might tend to see business-to-business ads on in the morning during the news broadcasts. Things like People Who Know BDO, which I have absolutely no idea who that is because it's aimed at professionals from one company to another. And then there are public service ads, PSAs. They serve society. It's things for the public good. They are things like don't drink and drive, don't text and drive. The objective of the ads are education and awareness of a significant social issue in an effort to change the public's attitudes and their behaviors and to stimulate positive social change. Ad agencies worldwide create PSAs for social causes and nonprofit organizations. In many countries, PSAs are considered a service to the community, and there is then no charge by the media to run these advertisings on television, radio, or in print. To have more control over the media and time placements, some nonprofit organizations and government agencies have begun to purchase ad time and space in addition to the donated time and space. Cause advertising, which is sponsored by corporations or brands, is used to raise funds for nonprofit organization, and it's run in paid media, unlike public service advertising where there is no commercial affiliation. An example would be an apparel brand that supports an initiative to support breast cancer research. Bissell has an advertisement that parts of their profits go towards homeless pets. Okay, so you need to be aware of the differences between those. Advertising channels of distribution have multiplied from cable channels to mobile web and apps to desktop web. Paid media includes channels where advertisers have to buy space and time, including TV, radio, print, cinema, outdoor, direct mail, in-store placement, sponsorships, product placement, banners, paid search, paid ads on blogs and other digital domains, seeded blog posts, and miscellaneous premiums. Even some unconventional media like ambient advertising, which utilizes existing structures in a built environment. Large display projections on buildings. Wild postings are paid media made to appear as guerrilla marketing, which would be unpaid and meant to catch you off guard. Owned media includes brand-owned media, websites, microsites, proprietary platforms, mobile apps, social media apps, branded retail environments, branded events, social films, games, branded utilities, street and marketing stunts, brand installation, experimental marketing, and there's more. Earned media includes word of mouth, fan pages, news, other TV coverage, blog coverage, social media discussion, Twitter mentions, fan works, fan videos, mentions in song lyrics or celebrity or influencers mentioning something, fan forums. People are consuming media through many channels: handheld, wearables, desktop, public screens, besides traditional ones like TV and print. Ad agencies, brands, and individuals distribute media everywhere all the time. What does this mean? It means advertising can pull people in or it can push itself at audiences. Agencies and brands push advertising at people through conventional channels. Television network programming is free because of advertising. It pays for it. Online, we can opt out or opt in to advertising. It's usually branded content or its own media, and we can choose to look at it if we find it compelling. It pulls us in. Some successful examples of pull marketing was for IBM. They had a song created together with Grammy Award-winning music producer Alex da Kid, paired up with Watson. Watson is cognitive technology that understands music and lets artists change the sound of a song based on the mood they want to express. Under Armour turned a Snapchat ad into an interactive video game. It came from below. It was created with RED Interactive Agency, and it was an accompaniment to the Under Armour TV commercial that was distributed in the Discover section of the Snapchat app. It featured NFL football player Cam Newton. The Art Institution of Chicago and Airbnb invited people to spend a night in Van Gogh's bedroom painting for $10 a night. The Art Institute of Chicago commissioned the recreation to promote the exhibit Van Gogh's Bedrooms.